You know how some babysitting jobs feel like a test you didn't study for? That was me last Friday. Two sweet kids, Theo 10 and Mia 7, pizza money on the counter, bedtime by 9. Their mom, Erin, left me a typed list. One line jumped out. If they say the code word, call me and follow the plan. I'd heard of code words before, but I'd never seen one printed. In bold letters, code word, Pinecone. I thought it was cute, like a spy game. The rest was normal: pizza, Wi-Fi, bedtime, alarms. I signed my name at the bottom of the list like I was accepting a mission. It was a calm evening. Theo beat me at Uno, Mia refused crust on her pizza, and we were halfway through a nature documentary when the Ring camera chimed. Motion detected. Probably just a dog walker. Then the doorbell rang. A firm, confident ring. Theo froze mid-bite. Mia turned to me and said very calmly, "Pinecone." I blinked. "What?" She didn't repeat herself with panic. She repeated it like an order. "Pinecone," Theo added. "Don't open the door." The Ring camera lit up. On the screen, an older man, maybe mid-60s, gray hair, denim jacket, holding a paper bag. He smiled into the camera like he already knew us. "Who is that?" I whispered. Theo didn't answer. Mia did. "Grandpa!" That word should feel safe, but in that moment it didn't. He pressed the doorbell again, then knocked, firm but polite. Theo whispered, "Mom said never open if he comes." I grabbed the landline and called Erin. No answer. I texted her, "Man at door claiming to be Grandpa. Kid said code word. Call me." The man leaned close to the Ring camera. "I know you're in there," he said cheerfully. "I brought the photos I promised." He held up a Ziploc of family pictures. Erin, the kids, some beach. Proof or bait? "What's the plan when you say Pinecone?" I asked. Mia replied instantly. "We go to the bathroom and lock the door. You call Mom, don't open the door, even if he says there's a fire." "Okay," I said, keeping my voice steady. "Bathroom now." We moved down the hall, switching off lights as we went. The reflection in the hallway mirror caught me, trying to look brave, failing. We locked ourselves in the bathroom. No windows. Solid door. I texted my roommate my location. Watch my pin. From the living room, his voice was calm, almost sweet. "You can check the Ring. It's me. I'm family." That word again, family. It sounded like a weapon. I flipped the page of Erin's typed list, looking for hidden instructions. And there it was, a sticky note. "If Pinecone, call neighbor Linda at 555-0191. Do not confront." Kids know drill. "Police if he won't leave," I dialed. Linda picked up on the second ring. "Is he there?" she asked like she already knew. "Yes," I whispered. "Stay with the kids." "Don't engage." "I'm calling Steve." "And who's Steve?" "Retired cop," she said. "Hold tight." I asked, "Is Grandpa dangerous?" Silence. "Then he's..." Persistent. "Erin will explain." At the front door he called again. "Kids, it's Grandpa. Let's play our game." Mia whispered, "He has games." Theo muttered, "We don't talk about them." Every instinct screamed to do something. But what? He moved to the side of the house. Gravel crunching. "Testing windows. I know the spares under the blue pot," he called. My heart dropped. "The blue pot on the back patio." I texted Linda, "He knows about spare key." She replied instantly, "Moved it last month." He's guessing. Erin finally texted, "I'm driving. 12 men out. Police on way. Don't open. Kids okay?" I sent back a photo of Mia's stuffed bunny on the counter. Proof of life. Theo whispered, "Mom says he acts nice until someone says no." Mia added, "He likes taking people on drives." Her voice made air quotes. My skin went cold. A thump. The back door. The Ring chimed again, motion detected. He sighed through the house, disappointed, like we'd burned a pie. I found a screwdriver in the drawer, something to hold. Not a weapon, just courage in metal form. He tried again. "Mia, sweet girl, I brought your lemon cookies." She shook her head. "He buys snacks so you forget he's mean." Headlights flashed. Hope, but the car drove past. He called out, Erin told me to come by. She said it was fine. Erin texted back instantly. He lies. Every Reddit story I'd read about code words suddenly made sense. They aren't paranoia, they're seatbelts. The door rattled. 2 hard knocks, then 2 soft ones. A rhythm, like a game. You can't keep me out of my own family, he murmured. I texted my roommate, if I send you Pinecone, call 911. She replied, Pinecone? WTF, humor bleeds out of fear sometimes. Then voices outside. A woman steady. You won't be seeing them. A man, low. Step back. I peeked through the hall. Linda stood on the porch, Steve beside her, broad and silent. Grandpa smiled, polite as poison. I'm their grandfather, he said. Steve said, we know who you are. Then you know I have rights. Steve, not tonight you don't. He tried charm, stories, even cookies. Linda said flatly, leave now. He smiled. Call the police. He wanted them there. He thought they'd side with him. Porch lights flicked on across the street, neighbors waking up. The man looked at the Ring camera and said, Erin can't keep them from me forever. Not loud, but sharp. Mia flinched. Theo clenched his jaw. Linda called the police anyway. Steve stepped closer. Sidewalk, he said. The man obeyed, muttering. Erin texted, 2 minutes. Police en route. You're doing perfect. Sirens floated in the distance. The man smiled like he'd won, smoothed his hair. Erin's SUV screeched to a stop. She jumped out before it halted. One look at him and her face turned steel. Kids? She shouted. Theo yelled back, bathroom! She exhaled hard. Police pulled up seconds later. The man lit into a speech. I'm their grandfather. She's alienating me. I have documentation. He really said, documentation. Erin stepped forward, calm but fierce. There's an active restraining order through March. She handed over a paper. The officer read. The man scoffed. She lies. The officer's tone changed. Sir, you're not permitted contact with the children or their mother. You need to leave. He tried indignation. Then tears. Theatrical ones. Nobody moved. The man finally retreated. But before leaving, he placed the bag of cookies on the porch, saying softly, I'll always be your family. The officers escorted him to his beige sedan. He drove away slowly, lights fading down the street. Erin rushed in, found the kids, and wrapped them up in a hug that looked like survival. We remembered, Theo said. Pinecone, Mia whispered, punching the air. I hadn't realized I was shaking until then. In the kitchen, we drank water like survivors. Erin apologized again and again. You gave me the word, I said. It worked. I asked, why Pinecone? Mia said simply, Grandpa hates pine cones. Erin explained. He used to yell when they covered the driveway at my parents' cabin. The kids noticed. It stuck. She told me everything then. He wasn't their real grandfather, her mom's ex. Charismatic, controlling, obsessed. He'd stalked them before. Showed up at schools, sent gifts with trackers hidden inside. It took years and court orders to get distance. Theo said quietly, he says we're ungrateful. Erin replied, gratitude isn't a debt. Steve and Linda came back inside. Steve used tongs to pick up the cookies and drop them into the trash. No gifts, he said. No messages. We all just sat for a while, breathing. When bedtime finally came, we stuck to routine, brushing teeth, pajamas, story time. Normal is armor, Mia asked. Is family supposed to be scary? Family is supposed to be safe, I said. If someone uses family to make you afraid, they're not family anymore. Theo asked, what if he comes back? Erin stood in the doorway. Then we do what we did tonight. We lock the doors, call for help, and remember, no one earns safety by claiming it. When the kids finally slept, Erin and I sat in the glow of the TV. She thanked me too many times. I told her, you already did the hard part. You made the plan. You gave them the word. As I left, I copied that list onto my phone. Linda's number, the instructions, the code. On the porch, I noticed a single pine cone that had rolled from the yard onto the step. I picked it up and set it on the windowsill, right where the man had stood. If he ever comes back, he'll see it. And he'll know we have a word. Small, sharp, ordinary. Stronger than his stories,